There are some combinations of flavours that work really well, which are amazing, yet no one ever talks about them. This is a secret wine that I've been making for years and years and years, but I have never told anyone what the formula is. So let's dive in to carrot and pineapple wine. You will be amazed at the results. This is the wine you will be making year after year after year. Now, the first ingredient we need for this wonderful wine is 1.5 kilos of carrots. You want to slice them, chop them, dice them, or even grate them if you so fancy. Just get them into small little chunks. Once you've chopped or diced or sliced your carrots, your full 1.5 kilos, we want to put them into a large saucepan, big enough to hold your carrots and about 2 litres of water. So pour in your carrots into your saucepan. And on top of those carrots, we want to pour over 2 litres of boiling water. And we want to set our carrots on the stove to simmer for about half an hour. And we want our lovely root veg to become soft and let out all the colour and flavour into the water as it simmers away. And whilst the carrots are simmering away, we can prepare the rest of the recipe and ingredients. So what we need to do is grab 1.3 kilograms of sugar and put it straight into the clean, sanitised, sterilised fermentation vessel. And on top of the sugar, we want to squeeze in the juice and the halves of 1 orange and 1 lemon. The sweetness of the carrot and the pineapple sharp tartness work really well in combination with each other. And the bridge between them is the orange and the lemon. It unifies, it unites, it brings everything together as one complete whole. So squeeze in your lemon juice and orange juice. And also plop in 1 tea bag for the added tannin, which really adds the vinosity and mouthfeel to the wine. Now we need to move on to the pineapple. The pineapple is brilliant with the carrots. I find that 2 425 gram tins work perfectly well. That is a drained weight of actual pineapple of about 500 grams. And if you want to use real pineapple, as in fresh pineapple, 2 pineapples will offer you about the same sweetness and characteristics in the wine as 2 tins. If your pineapple comes in rings and slices and not chunks, not an issue, just simply chunk it up. And pour in your tinned pineapple into your fermentation bucket. Once your lovely carrots have been simmering away for half an hour, imparting their juice into the boiling water and the sugar and flavour from them, we want to pour that juice into your fermentation bucket on top of the sugar and the orange and the lemon and that tea bag. And of course, those wonderful pineapple chunks, which will create such a diverse, weird, wonderful flavour in your mouth when it matures out. So simply strain out the carrots and get that liquid into your fermentation vessel. And now we need to give it a really good shake or stir. Get all that sugar dissolved in with that lovely hot, warm liquid. And now we need to add some cold water to bring up the level of the water to the 1 gallon mark. And also cool the water down so that it's ready to add the yeast. This carrot and pineapple wine has a really tropical yet earthy, rooty flavour to it. It's cemented in this rooty, earthy depth, yet the tropical high notes tickle your tongue and just, it's fantastic. And now we need to add some wine yeast and yeast nutrients to your fermentation bucket to get it all working and going and having a wonderful time and party in there. Get that yeast going really well. I'm using a general purpose wine yeast for my wine. This wine does not need anything too complex yeast-wise, so just sprinkle in a bit of general purpose wine yeast and nutrient to your mix. And now we just need to put a lid on top of the carrots, juice and pineapple chunks and orange and lemon and tea bag and water and sugar, and let it stand in a warm place for the next week or so. Give it a stir every day. Get the oxygen into it so that the yeast can colonize really well in the aerobic fermentation stage. And then I'll be back with you very, very soon and we'll continue this wonderful carrot and pineapple wine. One glorious week has passed and the pineapple and carrot juice has been sat there with those oranges and lemons and that tea bag, all mingling, having a great party, becoming friends, releasing the juice and flavour into the water and the sugar syrup solution. The yeast has been fermenting, doing its job. So what we need to do now is simply transfer it into a clean, sanitized, sterilized demijohn. The aroma coming off is sweet and rooty. It's sublime. Just scoop out your pineapple chunks and pour your liquid into your demijohn. And with your airlock topped up, you want to insert a cling airlock into the top of your demijohn and set it aside and allow it to continue fermentation until all that lovely sugar has been turned into alcohol. Once it's finished fermenting, rack it off and set it aside for a good 3 to 6 months. The pineapple flavour will come through before the carrot does, so this does need a good 6 months of maturation before it's at its prime. But the carrot flavour really needs to come out, which will happen after about 6 months. Otherwise, you'll just be left with a tingly, tangly, pineapple-y wine without that carrot, rooty, veg flavour in your mouth. I cannot wait to do a taste test of this wine, and whilst we wait for it to become ready, why don't you check out this video up by here, and I will see you soon for another wonderful video. You have a good day now.